All right, welcome back to the channel again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for coming over now. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I had seen the clip that Gene Deal had got well, it happened twice. One dude was kind of close, like as far as being in his space and said something to him about the whole Diddy trial. And another dude was talking to him, I think from a distance. And they got this video here. Shout out to the art of dialogue. It says, Gene Deal breaks silence on altercation he had at Diddy's trial and getting banned from the trial. I didn't know he got banned. Huh. But there was an altercation he had got into the dude. He said something about you can't just be walking up on me or something like that. He said, I'll knock you out. So I want to hear what he has to say. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Gene Deal, happy to have you back, my man. Week 3, Diddy trial. Gotta talk about it, man. I heard you and some dude got into an altercation up there. Like, what's the backstory behind that before we get into everything else?
I wouldn't call it an altercation, you know what I'm saying? Because that means somebody is capable of challenging you on your level. What happened is that you get these YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, who want to make contact with you by yelling, screaming, and hollering and thinking that you gotta answer their questions.
Yeah.
And they talking to a grown ass man like he's some kind of child or hollering at some kind of animal. See, I come to that court.
You see, that's the whole thing. Like, by Gene yelling at him, the dude got what he needed. He got his content. People will go the extra mile to get their content. And, sometimes they don't work out in their best interests because sometimes they mess around with the wrong people. Uh, but yeah, he's absolutely right. People that's what they do, especially like in a public setting. They want you to turn up.
Because I'm trying to see this thing through. I don't care what nobody say. I'm the one who initiated this whole thing and started talking about this dude behavior, his attitude, how he was treating people, what he was doing way before any of his employees, way before anything. I took all the ridicule, from everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you was watching the internet when I first got on here, they was talking about, yo, this bum ass uh uh ex-bodyguard. I didn't have this and I didn't have that. I didn't do this and I didn't do that. But then when the facts start coming out that I was a New York State parole officer with my college degree, had my own house, own apartment, was given another house by my family, and they start seeing that I was one of the leaders and the founders of the same gang, which Puff came out of. I helped and I started slicking the family. You know what I'm saying? All these are Harlem crews, and they start seeing that the real people that was in New York City was like, yo, Gene was the man. Gene is this. You know what I'm saying? And they was wondering why I got on the internet. But I was given something to do, man. I don't care what nobody say. So I go to that court to see it through. You understand? I go to that court to make sure that I'm going to see the people that I love who got hurt behind this dude, that we get justice. And I just want to be there to see it. I didn't come there for somebody to be calling me out my name, talking all that, saying things that's irate. Yo, listen here. I'm a grown ass man. I raised 3 girls to be adults. I raised somebody else's sons to be adult men.
Yeah, man, his brother got credentials, receipts, and my whole thing is like a person like this, because he said many times that he spoke up and he checked Diddy many times for Diddy talking to his mama crazy, all this stuff. So I know he certainly feels some type of way when all these people are coming out with these stories. And he wasn't around when these these things when certain things was happening. But boy, I would have loved for him to be able to testify. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Because that's what I said. When we're hearing everything, what's the number one thing we hear? The bodyguard, Diddy's bodyguard team was there. They didn't do nothing. They didn't, that's what I'm saying. So
You understand what I'm saying? So that makes me grown. I've raised people to be adults. I've helped people with their kids for them to become adults. So I'm a grown ass man and I don't need anybody. You just can't talk to me any kind of way or say whatever you want to say. Because then when we see each other, then express yourself as a man. So here this dude hollering, saying, call all kind of epithets, saying all kind of belligerent curse words, saying all kind of shit to me. And I'm like this. I'm like, yo, I played it cool when we was outside. Then when we got into the court, it was a whole different situation. You understand? It was a whole different situation. I went to him, I said, yo, bro, you had a lot of stuff to say outside. You understand? Yo, I got a lot of stuff to say now. That's what he said. I said, oh, what you got to say then? He said, yo, you got questions to answer. And for who? I said, if you want me to answer questions, do interview. I got a booking number, then you do interview. I answer any of your questions. I ain't got no problem of answering anything that you want to know. All you got to do is pay my fee and I'll be there. He said, well, you ain't going to tell me how to get the contact. And as soon as he said that, and he came like he was coming close to me, I took it back to 92. Wu-Tang. Protect your neck. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
I took it back to that. I took it back to 1992 Wu-Tang. Protect your neck. And he know what I'm talking about. Then when I did that, then next thing you know, a girl came, the guards started coming and stuff like that. And he told the guards, yo, watch the camera. He hit me. That's what he said to the guard. So one guard was like this. One guard got in front of me and I moved. He said, yo, Gene. He said, yo, Gene, because he know me. He said, yo, Gene, you could just knock me down, bro. Just take a couple of days and get up out of here. And so I was leaving.
Dang.
So he ran and got his camera, and then somebody called my name. He called my name like that. I turned around and I just said to him, I said, yo, bro, I'm not that dude that you could just run up on. I'm not that dude that you could say whatever you want to say. I'm a grown ass man. You understand? I'm not that dude that you could say whatever you want to say to, because if you run up on me, I'm going to knock you the F out. And that's how that went, bro. And
That's crazy, man. So he got banned because look, I will say shout out to the dude who knew him. Because again, that dude is looking for content. That dude probably wanted that to happen, But my whole thing is like, dang, so the dude said take a couple of days. So, because if that other guy, whoever that person was, if he continued to come down to the courthouse and Gene continued, I think he's going to still, antagonize him and try to get him to do something or say, that's the guy right there, da, 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 So it sucks because I don't know who this other person is, but Gene has a connection to this case. So again, he's trying to see it through, but now they're going to probably tell him, you can't come down. I'm going to tell the other dude you can't come down. I don't know. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. There's a lot more to this interview. I'm just going to stop it right here because I just wanted to hear what he said because, when you watch that clip, it's kind of confusing. I was like, it seemed like something else happened before that. So I wanted to hear what he had to say about it. But you guys can watch the full interview on Art of Dialogue channel. Appreciate all the love and support with you guys coming over and watching, man. Peace out.